Hello and welcome back to Redirecting. Years ago, I did a video called Enemies Come in Black and White. And more we are starting to see that that is definitely the case. No longer can we just look on the other side and say, oh, that's my enemy. You can look right within your own communities and find enemies. There was a story shared where nursing home workers were arrested for running an elderly fight club between dementia patients. Now, these were black females. Apparently, one of them was the one who actually had the fights going on, but there were other workers who watched, didn't do anything to stop it, just kind of allowed it to happen. And so they were arrested as well. But it's really sad that you put your loved one in a nursing home expecting them to be cared for. And most of the time when they go into nursing homes is because the family doesn't have the facilities to care for them, or they don't have the skill to care for them, or they have to work. They have to work jobs, and so they don't want to leave them at home by themselves. There's a number of different reasons. But it's really sad when you have so-called black people who are so out of touch with what's going on, with the judgment of the Most High, with the criminal justice system, with all this stuff. You that out of touch. You thought you were going to get away with this? 3 black females. Well, again, it was one who they're saying actually had the fights going. But you're going to sit there and watch this happen. This is your place of employment, too. And you're just going to sit back and watch this stuff happen. There was nothing funny about it, nothing cute about it. But this is what these elderly people had to be subjected to. We're talking about people in their 70s who are supposed to be cared for by these people. But instead of caring for them, instead of just doing your job, then punching out and taking your behind home, you do something this despicable. And yet we don't understand why the judgment of the Most High is running rampant in the black community. He is definitely judging his people because they are wicked and foolish in nature on so many different levels. And it's getting to the point where it's very difficult to even consider that these things are happening. This is why I continue to quote the scripture that says evil men will wax worse and worse. And in this case, evil women. Why would you do something like this? Now, a whole other situation could have been presented here. Had one of these elderly people fell and busted their head or broke something, then your behind would be in prison for something much worse. See, right now you're just going to jail. You were arrested, should I say, for just fighting them. But what if one of them got injured or killed in the process? We've got to start thinking things out and stop being so ignorant and just so in la la land. Do you know what it means to be in la la land? This means you are out of touch with reality and you don't know what the heck is going on in this world. So you're just doing anything, saying anything. This is a despicable action here. I can't even bear to think of what some of these elderly people go through at the hands of foolish, ignorant people. Well, again, this is something that happened in Winston-Salem, and I'm glad these people were caught. This is, again, a very despicable act, and here they are. They've been arrested. And another sad part of this story is that some people actually thought this mess was funny. They really, really thought that this was funny and something that needed to be applauded. This is not a comedy show. These are people's lives. These are people's family members. But yet, here in Western culture, it's all a big joke and all a big game until you have to do time. Okay, family, I'm out. Be sure to ring the bell to be notified of new uploads on this channel, and also comment, share, like, and subscribe.